Hello guys. And we're back after like 100 years. Great. Hopefully everyone is doing well. We're gonna continue playing Dracula 3, The Path of the Dragon. Hell, I don't know what I did the last time and where we are. I think from what I remember, we took the train to somewhere. I don't really remember it. Like, I don't remember exactly what happened, but I know we took the train and we're now in a different place. So we're far away from that creepy place where like the town is empty and foggy and like those dark alleys. It creeped me out. Yeah, we're gonna play that today. We're gonna see if we're gonna do any progress. And yeah, it's like in terms of like what my next game will be. Good question. I don't know either. I was thinking about like doing maybe another playthrough of Death and Taxes, because that was pretty fun and very like a lot more like chill, I guess. So maybe I'll do another playthrough of that, because there are also like multiple directions or like multiple endings. So that's probably yeah, I do want to play that again. What are my other options though? Let me think. I mean, I guess the next Dracula. No, I honestly, I think after this Dracula, I don't want to play any Dracula. Probably in like a couple of months, and maybe I'll play the fourth one as well. But after this one, I want to take a break from all those like games, meaning Half-Life and Dracula. And yeah, okay, let's start the game. Let's turn off the music. Right. Let's do one of this. Let's do this here. It work. Let's start the game. Jesus, how it's trying to mess around with my OBS as soon as I start the game. Crazy. Okay, can we like... Yes, we've seen all of this bullshit. It hasn't changed. The soundtrack hasn't changed at all, I think. From like the first two Draculas. It's still the same. From what I remember. So yeah, we are in Budapest now. Yeah. Load. Are you sure you want to load? Yes. I am sure. Oh, okay.
I'd be very grateful if you managed to open Herman's strongbox.
Strongbox. Right. This looks pretty nice though, huh? The pictures, just the entire interior is...
I won't examine this document without permission.
Who gives a fuck?
I won't examine this...
Okay.
I won't...
Okay.
Without this catalog associating each book with its call number, I'd be lost in my own library.
Oh, really? Alright.
It's a composite recurve bow. A lovely item, is it not? Capable, apparently, of piercing armor at 200 meters.
That's a powerful weapon.
But also a very handsome object. Herman brought it back from his travels in Central Asia.
I see. What else can we interact with?
This is no time to take my leave.
Just leave. Nope, I couldn't open the box. Let's leave. Right. Just want to see if I can, like... Pretty cool, actually, this fireplace. With, like, the engraved stuff behind it. That's pretty cool. Oh.
This is no time to be telephoning.
Okay, let's open this bloody box.
This lock is incredibly noisy. Or has my ear become more sensitive?
Okay, so we can actually hear the... Oh.
I can't get over how clearly I can hear the mechanism. It's extraordinary.
It's not extraordinary. If someone breaks in, then they can actually find the code. I mean, the box in general is, yeah, it's cool, but like... That would mean that they can just come in here and figure out what the combination is. Okay. 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 We got it. We got it.
I found the combination. MDCCCXX.
Wow!
Looks like a number in Roman numerals.
Really?
Thank you for opening the strongbox, Father.
You couldn't figure
Would you
out
be
the
so kind as
combination?
to deposit the contents on my desk.
And she cannot
A
pick up
wax
shit.
cylinder and a letter. Let's see the letter. Very interesting. Are you familiar with the name of Bram Stoker?
No.
He's the author of Dracula.
Oh,
I
yeah.
had the opportunity of perusing his novel.
This is a letter
Perusing
from Mr. Stoker
his
addressed
novel.
to Herman. Read it, please.
Hey Tron, hey Nitro. That's very secure. Yeah, so the mission was to open this strong box, and you know, you would think, okay, maybe there is somewhere lying, like the codes somewhere lying here, and in the end you could hear like the mechanism. So every single time you would scroll like the letter and so on, you would hear it being the right letter, let's say, like that. And so it's nothing special. So if someone breaks in, they can figure out like pretty easily what the combination is. So yeah, that was pretty much the task. So it's not very secure, not at all. So much about, you know, strong boxes and what. Hola amigo. Hola amigo, ¿cómo estás? Yeah, how are you guys? How's your day? How's your day been? Dear master. Bonjour amigo. That's what it was. Yep, that's what it was. Exactly. Dear master, I must admit that your last letter caused me some grief. I hereby hope to reassure you, and above all convince you, that I did not misuse the fascinating history that you recounted to us at the Beefsteak Club. Okay. Above all, please know that I have never doubted the gravity of this matter. It is precisely for that reason that I have found in it a good source of inspiration. I understand that you do not wish to be troubled, since all you did was to perform your duty. However, during that memorable meeting at the club, you most certainly suggested that we employ prudence and discretion. But you did not require us to keep an absolute secret. Why act in such a manner, if not because you wished in one way or another to warn humanity against the terrible danger that you had faced? Is this not the real reason for which you confided in us? Or, if it is impossible to reveal the naked truth without bringing you any prejudice, what better means of warning our contemporaries against the Lords of the Night than a novel that reveals their tricks, and especially the means to destroy them? Thus I had reasoned, and that is why I wrote my Dracula, this book of which you disapprove today. Oh. Consider, however, that I have moved the action from Transylvania to England, that I created two distinct characters from your Louisiana, in other words, that I considerably altered your story, which must we noted recount events that are already 24 years old. Is this not enough to protect you? As to your other criticisms, do not they contradict the first ones, because after having reproached me for having disclosed too much, you accuse me of deforming and watering down the facts. It is true that I often let my imagination and sensibility guide my quilt. The greatest liberty that I took was no doubt to give my novel a happy end, but the story of a failure could have generated such distress when we wished, on the contrary, to inspire hope and a desire to fight. Finally, you write, I should have preferred that you do not quote me, to my deepest regret, in order to respect your will. I have struck out from the draft your real family name. Will you at least allow me to designate you by the Latin form of your name? Oh god, what the fuck. Aminius. Without that, I would feel guilty of literary ingratitude. Please accept my sincere devotion and admiration. Bram Stoker. Yeah? Okay.
So then Stoker was inspired by a story told him by Professor von Bergen, the story of events that had taken place in Transylvania. Perhaps in Vladoviste?
It's probable.
Did you know that Professor Van Bergen knew Bram Stoker?
Yes, but I ignored all the details that are recounted in this letter. I only knew that Stoker had cited Herman among the sources inspiring him, and Herman was not flattered.
Had the professor foreseen the novel's success?
In no way. One day he told me, speaking of Stoker, that irresponsible man didn't understand half of what I told him. He's peddling errors that could cost people their lives. Fortunately, his book will be quickly forgotten.
Okay. What is the source of the belief in vampires?
The first trace we have stems from ancient Babylon. The creation poem contains sinister allusions to Lilith, the unappeasable, who sucks the blood of newborns. Several centuries later, the Odyssey evokes dead people who crowd together to drink at a blood-filled ditch. But it's in Europe, beginning in the 14th century, that veritable epidemics of vampirism are described. They would continue until the 18th century, a period which left us much written testimony.
For example?
The famous Visum and Repertum report, written in 1732 by a retired Austrian military doctor. In it, we learn in abundant detail how Serbian peasants open a vampire's grave and execute him by driving a stake through his heart.
What an energetic method.
It's very widespread. In Russia, they use an aspen stake. In other places, it's made of hawthorn, from which Christ's crown of thorns was woven.
Okay. Also, I was like thinking what game I should play next, and for some reason I don't know exactly what what I should play. I was thinking like doing another playthrough of Death and Taxes, which I've played. I think it must have been like last year when I played that. And it had like multiple endings, so I guess we should try it again. Maybe get a different ending this time. And it's also a lot more relaxing in comparison to like the other games that I've played so far. So I think that would be a good change. So yeah, that's like my idea, the first idea, but I would also have to see what else I have in my library that I could also play on stream at some point. Definitely not Half-Life, that's for sure. Or like the other Dracula games. Belief in vampires must lead to much desecration of graves.
It has to. Reports describe hundreds of grave openings. The vampire's cadaver is identifiable because it's perfectly conserved. It often appears swollen by the blood it has absorbed. The blood stains its clothes, its nails, or its mouth. It's sometimes so abundant that it overflows the coffin.
You speak of vampires as if they existed. Reassure me you don't really believe in them, do you?
What do you mean by believe, Father?
I mean, do you think that vampires have a real, objective existence?
Real or objective? You must choose, Father. Because the only immediate reality is subjective. The rest are just hypotheses.
All right, your viewpoint is unassailable. So let me reformulate my question. According to you, has the existence of vampires been demonstrated?
Jean-Jacques Rousseau said, "If ever there was in the world a warranted and proven history, it is that of vampires. Nothing is lacking. Official reports, affidavits of well-known people, of surgeons, of priests, of magistrates. The evidence is most complete."
Yet all these stories and affidavits seem very confused to me. I sense nothing coherent behind it all. Didn't you say yourself that the traditions don't agree?
Don't take the legends literally. I think they are the deformed reflection of a truth that is even more horrible. This book, The Lords of Twilight, is the most rigorous volume ever written on vampires. Open it.
Good God. The Lords of Twilight, or the Fulfillment of the Race. To Professor Herman van Bergen, hoping that in spite of our differences of opinion, you will appreciate the study which owes a lot to his immense knowledge. 6 fucking pages. Okay, let's read this PDF. Those for whom this work is intended know enough about it. It is not necessary either to demonstrate the obvious facts or to quote the details of my references. I will therefore limit myself to summarizing the facts. Those whom we shall agree to call the superior strangers or the lords originate from the human race, live among it and feed upon it. We know that they do not grow old and that they are almost invulnerable. The almost is important. If the Lord can be destroyed, then they must compensate losses due to violent deaths. One way or another, they must reproduce. Reproduction and selection. In numerous species, the reproduction is independent of sexuality. It is the case with the Lords. We can hypothesize, at least in the first step, that their reproduction is the result of a calculation. If, as it is probable, they help each other in maintaining the lesser men in ignorance and servitude. They must renew their own numbers so as to not become weak. However, the reproduction of a virtually immortal species must be strictly limited, or the food, the human cattle, will soon become insufficient. Thus, it is impossible to accept that immortality could be transmitted through a simple bite as a contagious disease. Such a belief is constantly refuted by the facts. The manner in which the lords complete their ranks is entirely different. It is a process of selection and cooptation that sources after the 15th century referred to as the Path of the Dragon. This initiatory journey offers to the human being who undertakes it the chance to transcend his condition in order to join the lords, marked by trials along the way. It finally brings the candidate into the presence of one of them. If it is the latter's pleasure, the human receives the baptism of blood which confers immortality, that which a Christian author referred to as the power to live beyond the grace of God. The Path of the Dragon. The trials of the path are at the crossing points of the real, the symbolic, and the magical. They are tremendously selective, and if it happens that exceptional beings overcome one or two of them without realizing fully the journey they are undertaking, completing it requires a total commitment, an unfailing will, as well as an intangible factor that we may call demonic grace. Because no one can become Lord without the favor and the approval of a Lord. The path received its name in honor of the most remarkable lord in history, Vlad the Dracula, the dragon. It is therefore certain that this prince traveled the path, and it is highly probable that others later followed it up to him. Vlad, however, was not the first one. The path existed before him, and he received his baptism from an elder lord. Documents prove, in fact, that the path has been codified since the dawn of history. The cryptograms that structure it were copied numerous times. The manner in which they merge with the sacred art of their times demonstrates that among the crowd of the naive copyists, a handful of initiates were at work, as desirous of ensuring the eternity of their knowledge as to reserve access to it to an elite. First link. But if there is an uninterrupted chain of lords up to Vlad the Pesh, which of them is the first link? Text as old as writing itself suggests the name of Lilith, the killer of babies. Looking like a serpent, the demon of twilight who had been a human being, but who escaped this condition by rebelling against God. Lilith's actual existence is a hypothesis to be considered. She would be then the acting incarnation of this thirst for power that constitutes the transcendent part of the human heritage. This feature pushed to the extreme characterizes the race of the lords, born in the midst of humankind, in a way entirely comparable to the phenomenon of the separation of the species described by Darwin and his disciples. Thus man must engender Übermensch, the Superman, not only from a metaphorical point of view, the symbolical one, as the philosopher understood it, but also on the very concrete level of biology and of the balance of powers.
The Lords of Twilight is the work of an insane person. It's sheer madness.
Father, the war that has just ended shows that the whole world can go mad. In less than 30 years, evil will seize power and the earth will once more catch fire.
No, not so quickly, not so soon. After the carnage we went through, the world will take the time to let its wounds heal.
You'll see. The author of the book, the Thule Society that publishes it, all of them are criminals who won't hesitate trampling on corpses to gain power and eternal life. The war will come because of them and their like.
According to the author of the Lords and The path of the dragon leads to Vlad the Pech.
That's very possible. Vlad was a cruel ruler, intelligent and determined. He could very well have made a deal with the devil and conquered immortality.
So he would have lived several centuries?
To be sure.
But where would he be hiding?
In Vladiviste? Why not? Or elsewhere. The fox might have changed his den. The only way to tell would be to follow the path until its end. It's a group founded by Heinrich von Kreutzberg on the ruins of the Golden Dawn, another secret society. Thule reached out to Professor von Bergen many times, but he couldn't bear them. He always kept his distance, and I followed his example.
Did they approach you?
Many times. Openly. Not in any roundabout way. Oh, they're very clever. Very influential. I would never compromise myself with them.
How can you be so sure that the New World War is going to erupt?
Do you know the hidden apocalypse of Thomas the Greater?
Yes, there are those who say it is a prophetic work.
Here it is. Open the book,
Good
and
God,
you will
not
read
again the
some
PDF.
astonishing things. This page reveals the origin of the Great War, the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand at Sarajevo. The event that would submerge the world in horror had been announced centuries before in this book.
Really? This page, you say?
Forget the direction you ordinarily read in. Try to compose words vertically or diagonally.
Oh shit.
See?
Casus belli. The cause of the war.
Exactly. The prophecy contains two other terms that cross the first one. Look for them, and you will find the date and place of the assassination.
No. You fucking shit. I hate this game already. It is so fucking janky, like I cannot even click on anything. I don't even know. Can I not just click to the next page? Do I need to do this fucking shit? Okay, so it said she said that here is the date and the place, right? Good fucking god. Oh, wait, I think I found it. Sarajevo. Yeah. Motherfucker. Sorry. Sorry. There we go.
Here's the place.
Right. 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 We got it. We got it. We fucking got it. We got it. Now we need to find the date. Yeah. I think I found it. Oh my fucking... No, wait. Did I? Did I find it?
Here's the
Yeah.
date.
Okay,
Everything's
I found
there.
it.
In 1914, in Sarajevo, the incident that caused the war occurred. It can't be a coincidence.
It's very odd, I grant you that.
That's the past. Now let's discover the future. You see, on this page, the Thule Society is clearly designated.
Is
Its name is associated with Kaiadis, which means massacre.
massacre.
To know more, look for connected terms.
Connect. Oh my god, when does this thing end? Connected. So it must be somewhere here? Wait, does this then count? Wait. No. Unless it goes further down, right? Oh no, maybe it has. I think it has to start from here. 1936. So okay, we got this. Connected terms. Honestly, I kind of wanna. Can I zoom? Can I zoom in? Enlarge. Oh, yeah, but this is what the fuck is this? Seriously, forget about it. No, put the shit away. Good. Connected terms. Mali Victoria. Victory of evil. Good. Yeah, no. Oh, I think I found it. Yeah.
So now everything is clear.
Yeah.
At the instigation of the Thule Society, evil will triumph in Germany in 1936. And there will be massacres.
So this prophecy is at the root of your mistrust of the Thule Society.
It's just one element among many others. Believe me, those people have no notion of compassion.
I won't examine this document.
Shut the fuck up.
This cylinder was cut with a process that's no longer in use. I have to find a machine that can read it. I'll keep you informed.
Okay. Okay, this is the document that we... Oh, I can ask her more. What do you think the famous path of the dragon consists of?
I see it as a way to force destiny, to attain, thanks to the Force, spheres forbidden to man.
How could that be possible?
Father, you are well placed to know that sacraments of good exist. You must accept that there are also sacraments of evil, handed down from time immemorial.
If they do exist, these sacraments can only be dangerous illusions.
They do exist. 7 of them. 7 stages of the same route. 7 trials to change a man into a bloodthirsty monster who pretends to deal with God as an equal. The keys to the path of the dragon are hidden in ancient documents. Take this occult work. It contains an illustration that I would ask you to examine carefully.
Okay. More
I know that
reading.
painting. I saw it very recently. It's Raphael's crucifixion scene. Although, no, it's not precisely the same work.
Yeah, it was a
Excellent
bit
memory.
different.
It is indeed a copy. We shall point out the differences with the original one by one.
Oh, it's pretty cool actually. Yeah, this one.
In the original painting, the angel on the left holds 2 chalices.
To be sure.
Is
I
it?
remember that very well. In your copy, the angel on the left is only holding 1 chalice.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's the most flagrant difference. There's another one, but you'll need a magnifying glass to see it.
Oh.
Focus your magnifying glass on the base of the cross.
An inscription, but it's in ancient Enochian. Do not let your blood flow in vain. A strange locution. What meaning do you ascribe to all this?
Herman had an idea on the subject.
Okay. Guess that's it.
These variations between the 2 versions of the crucifixion are troubling. You say that Professor Van Bergen was able to interpret them?
Herman was convinced that the variations in the documents revealed the secrets of the path. Imagine yourself as a copyist seeking to transmit a message to initiates. 2 methods are possible. Either you add an element to the original, or more subtly, you remove one.
The chalice?
Yes, it's absent from the copy, and I think it's a way to draw attention to it.
Right.
The devil leaves his signature in its absence, Herman said.
Yeah.
Then the chalice is important.
An object is associated with each stage of the path. I'd venture a guess that the chalice is one of them. There are 6 others to discover.
What happens at the end of the route?
The initiate must accomplish one last rite. He won't be able to unless he's understood all he's achieved before. That is, if he knows the order of the trials as well as the objects and symbols related to each of them.
Why is the crucifixion a sacred work to blasphemous and...
If you want to transmit forbidden knowledge, it's an advantage to plagiarize sacred art. Your copy will be piously conserved by simple folk who don't even suspect what you've hidden there. And your message will go through the centuries, understood only by those to whom it is addressed. Your spiritual brothers, the initiates.
They say your library is remarkably rich.
That's true, but it's very hard to find one's way in it. Herman had a very particular way of storing his books. Let's say he classified them more poetically than functionally. Without this catalog associating each book with its call number, I'd be lost in my own library. Every time I take a volume from the shelf, I write its call number on a bookmark I slip between the pages. That way I can put it back in place without losing too much time. For the same reason, I use ghosts.
Ghosts?
Yes, there are ghosts in my library. That's what we call the pieces of white cardboard that signify the place of a missing work on the shelf.
Professor, I don't want to take up too much of your time. This visit was most interesting, even if, I must admit, your opinions hardly go in the sense my hierarchy expected.
Yeah.
It's regrettable that the Catholic Church is so rigid. But even if the existence of vampires may be doubted, the existence of the Thule Society is unquestionable. Beware of it, Father. I'll gather some documents that will show you all of the malevolence of this organization. Where can I send them to you?
At the Vladovista Inn, if you'd be so kind. Thank you for receiving me so graciously, Professor.
I wish you a safe journey back to Transylvania, Father. God keep you.
What an astonishing conversation. It's as if this woman lived in another world.
Herman van Bergen.
I'd best leave.
Okay. I'm very impressed by, like, I mean, yeah, they are a pain in the ass, but it's still impressive what kind of puzzles they make you do. They make you solve. Good God, we're back.
Luana.
Hello?
You are an outsider like me. Beware of the people of this village. You are an outsider like me.
Okay, stop it. Just...
Hey, priest, do you want to play?
Yes, on the condition that we don't wager money.
You want to play for nothing? That's not my custom, but I am curious to see how you manage.
Oh my God, shall we play?
Examine the dice carefully before you play.
Oh my God, mini game. Okay, 735.
Each one, in turn, must choose a different die and throw it using a horn. The two dice are discovered at the same time. The higher number wins. Do you want to begin?
Yeah, let's play. Oh. Oh my God. What the fuck?
You only throw one die.
Let's see. Okay. No.
You only throw one die.
Yeah.
You lose.
Well, go to hell. You lose. Fuck you.
You lose.
Yeah, this is rigged. You're just scamming me right now. I'm leaving. You're fucking...
Got to see Janos and Stefan. They'll surely be curious to know how my conversation with Professor Boxoff went. But first, let's stop at the inn to see if I've received any mail.
Right. Hey, John, welcome back.
That's the outbox for the mail.
Yeah, no shit. Ding dong. Hello?
No point persisting. No one's here. No point persisting.
Okay.
No. That's the out... Stefan Luca is in the parlor. Let's go greet him.
Hello, Father Arno. What news?
I've just come from Budapest. I saw Professor Boxoff, and I have to confess that she shares some of your ideas.
You see? Are you ready to help me at last? When do we leave for Turkey?
I don't think that my superiors would appreciate that initiative. However, I promise that I'll think about it.
Very well. I think I'll have to venture onto the path of the dragon
That's
alone.
not a good idea.
I can see that I haven't convinced you, Father. But I'd still like to ask you something. Sometimes I'm scared, scared of the powers I'm challenging. Of course, I do have my Medal of Saint Dimitri, but I'd also like to have your blessing.
You should know that, at our hostess's request, I've already blessed the room you're sleeping in.
Oh? Well, that is reassuring. Thank you, Father.
Is that all?
I can see that I haven't convinced you.
You should know that...
Oh?
Oh yeah, I forgot. And I forgot that this book has a soundtrack or like music, whatever. For some reason. Does the Bible want to tell us some? Oh yeah, the Bible wants the PDF. You will fear neither Lilith, terror of the night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor the plague that stalks in darkness, nor get up the curse that destroys at noon. Okay? You know the ancient rule, you should not commit adultery. Yet I say to you that he who looks at a woman with lust has already committed adultery within his heart. I mean, okay. Alrighty. Talk to Janice Peckminster. Who is that again? Forgot. Request the opinion of a doctor or a scientist. Is it something that I need to call someone?
Number, please.
No. Okay, that's... Okay. Forget it. He who leads a sexless life can still have sex with his heart, is what I heard. Yep. Exactly. Oh.
A package from the Vatican. It must be Vlad Tepesh's biography that Monsignor Briganti sent me.
Okay. Good God. It's like... It's a bit of an old German, actually. Geschichte Dracula Weide. Okay. It almost looks like it's Dutch or something like that, to be fair. Okay, a prisoner of the Turks, Vlad Tepes, regained his freedom and rose to the throne. The same year he ordered the execution of the Voivode Vladislav, who had been the ruler of the land before him. Moreover, he had people of all walks of life, young and old men and women, impaled on a stake, and they agitated their legs and arms and convulsed like frogs. Did you just speak Brefter? Yeah, this is how he speaks. Exactly like this, some old German. Mention the lesson speech. Nice. That's interesting. In addition, he poisoned the water sources throughout the country, and he had women, men, and children brought in and impaled, and they numbered 200. Also, he invited all the poor of the land to partake in a big feast. And when they had finished eating, he had them all burned inside a church. Good God. Also, he had the monk and the donkey on which he was riding seized and had them both impaled. He had men buried up to their waist and riddled with arrows. Others were roasted and others skinned alive. Turkish ambassadors greeted him without taking off their headgear, saying, "This is our custom." "Very well," he answered. "I will reinforce you in your custom." And they thanked him. But he had them seized and had their headgear hammered onto their heads with large iron nails. This is how he reinforced their custom. Good fucking heavens, elaborate. Sounds like a regular day in London. It's God. Oh Lord. Okay, I think this we read already. Oh, look at me. Look at me on the side of the mirror. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, let's go.
It's not.
Shut up. Oh, the cross. Oh my God, the cross is upside down, guys. We're all gonna die. Panic. Holy crap. Oh my God. Not gonna lie, that freaked me out. No wonder why everyone says it smells like London. Oh.
This bolt was forced a long time ago.
Hmm. Yeah. I bet the next time we come in here, the cross will be upside down. Right? 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 Surely. I'm sure. Talk to Janice Peckmister and request the opinion of a doctor or who the hell is Janice again? Or Janus? Is it the guy that we met up in the castle? Okay, let's do the other one. I honestly, I have no idea. Hello?
That's the outbox.
Yeah, no one is in here. Ding dong.
Come in! It's open!
Hello, I'm back. I went to Budapest.
How lucky you are. It's a very beautiful city.
Uh-huh. You know what I learned? Your favorite novel, Dracula, seems to be based on a true story.
Really? That's fascinating.
I suppose so. But my work is to show that everything can be explained with no mystery being involved.
So then the Vatican doesn't want to believe in vampires.
No.
What a lack of imagination. Father Arno,
I'd be happy if you stayed a while in Vladoviste. The people here are a little rustic, and I greatly appreciate your company.
Oh. Oh. Really? Request the opinion of a doctor or a scientist. She's a fucking doctor. Okay. So I guess that's not it. I'm just gonna skip everything.
Hello, Father Arno. Are you back from Budapest?
No.
Yes, I spoke at length with Professor Boxoff. She takes testimony about vampirism very seriously.
Age makes many academics lose touch with reality. But tell me, did she show you the manuscript about Vlad Tepes?
It wasn't necessary. I was able to procure a printed edition, which is more than enough for my needs.
Professor Boxoff apprised me of the existence of the society called it Seeks
You know I'm
Immortality.
not very interested in esotericism.
Okay. Good conversation. What do you think of all the acts of cruelty that are ascribed to Vlad Tepes?
Vlad was reproached for everything, even for having abjured orthodoxy to convert to Catholicism. But his life is only known through the writings of his enemies. You have to read between the lines. Among other things, it's said that one Easter he treacherously seized all the noblemen in his country. They add that he made them labor naked on the enlargement of his castle till they died of exhaustion. But they omit to point out that these noblemen had betrayed all the previous kings. They were leading the country to its ruin through constant plotting. By eliminating them, Vlad was acting for the best.
That's one view of things.
Anything else?
These ruins are impressive, aren't they? Imagine this edifice before the war, when the erect ramparts had been standing for centuries. These ruins are
No, don't say it again. Just stop.
I already have some.
Okay.
BM. That's the abbreviation of an epitaph. Most likely, Bonae Memoriae.
I think this inscription was carved to mock those who were lying under the stones of the walls. These ruins...
Forget about it. Is there anything else? No, BM means poop, bowel movement. Good one, Chorn. Yeah. I think we are done here. Hey, Chorn, you should probably play, because you were asking the other day what game to play on stream. You should play Poop Killer. That would be perfect for your channel. Request the opinion of a doctor or a scientist. Is he not sort of like a scientist? Opinion of a doctor or a scientist? Well, fuck. Went to a doctor. Didn't count as a doctor. My fiction of poo vampires are becoming real. Yes. Yeah. I don't know if we should go up here. I don't think so. It's creepy. Very nice. Do you have anything to say?
Hey, sir!
Sir. Good God. Good fucking God. What were the circumstances of Martha Caligarel's death?
She was found in the dispensary, lying on her bed, calm, like as if an angel had come to get her. We all wanted her to have a real nice burial, but we had to do something simple, cause the funeral parlor's been closed since the war.
When Pauline was asking for ideas for musicals, I think, I said poo vampires like poo instead of sucking on blood. I've heard of Poop Killer before. I've not gonna lie, I've seen a playthrough of that. There are like a couple of them. And it's unique. It's unique. Did you know Mr. Marian Maresque Prada?
Oh well, he's buried in the corner up there. He was a strong guy, did road work. Still, he passed on real quick.
Do you remember that stranger who was found dead from the cold in the cemetery last November?
Dead of the cold. Maybe. What's sure is, she didn't die at peace. I'd rather not talk about all that.
I don't think you can buy that game on Steam. I haven't seen it on there. So I don't know how you're supposed to get it. I went to visit the ruins of the Castle of Twilight.
Oh, Saint Martha protect us.
Oh, Saint Martha
Excuse
protect
me?
us.
Nothing, nothing, Father. You were talking about the castle?
Yeah.
Well, with all due respect, there's nobody left up there, and it's all demolished. So I don't go there. Oh, that one. Huh. With all due respect, Father, she cheats at cards like a dice. Or if she ain't cheating, then she must be in league with the devil.
Leave the
Honestly,
devil
I
out of all
agree.
this.
I
Or
agree.
whatever. In any case, I always lose against her.
Yep.
Well, then don't play anymore.
Did you know if legends about vampires go around the village?
Legends. Remains to be seen if it's legends. Could be you'll find some who'll talk to you about it. Maybe. I'd rather not talk about all that. This here is the corner of the Great Plague. These folks been here since 1780, so we can stuff them into a communal grave. They'll keep each other warm.
Okay. Oh yeah, there is something up there. Can we actually go? No, we can't go up there yet. Who the hell is she? Oh, that's the lady at the inn. Wait, there she is. Hello.
So, you come to pray, Ozana?
Yes, Father. I am praying to our Martha for business to take off again after these dark years.
I don't know who would go at this day where it's like it's dark to the cemetery. Like, I mean, Why would you do that?
See, Father, the war ruined lots of small businesses. So it'd be good for Vladiviste if Martha became a saint with a pilgrimage and the whole thing. Father, now about Martha, I've got to tell you something.
Oh,
My sister-in-law caught that chest disease. It was just before Dr. Florescu arrived. There wasn't no doc in the village. Well, my sister-in-law touched a scarf Martha'd worn, and she was cured just like that.
the fuck?
See, Father,
Yeah.
Father,
Yeah, forget about it.
It's closed.
Well, of course it's closed. What do you think it would be? Open? Come on. Don't be a fool. Request the opinion of a doctor. Who is a doctor or a scientist? I bet we need to phone someone for that, right? Train. Oh, you found the game? Nice. Do you need to buy it, or how does that work?
That's the...
Okay, let's see. Who is a doctor or a scientist?
Number, please.
Who is a doctor or a scientist? Not professor.
Alba Eula, put me through to Germany. Munich, 321941.
I'm not sure if I'm supposed to phone him. I'm not sure.
This is Professor Heinrich von Kruger.
This is
Heinrich
Father
von
Arno
Krüger.
Moriani. Professor, I'm calling back to ask for your help.
How can I help you?
Well, it's rather delicate to explain. You should know, first of all, that I belong to the Holy Congregation of Rites. I came to Vladiviste to investigate the life of Martha Caligarl.
Would you like me to talk to you about her? She was a remarkable woman.
To tell the truth,
That's
my
it.
mission has
It
changed.
was a remarkable woman, that's
For
it.
reasons that would be a little long to explain, I now have to investigate vampires.
Good God.
Vampires? Don't tell me. The Catholic Church has started to believe in
No,
vampires.
not really.
On the contrary, my superiors want to combat this belief. They're alarmed to see how resistant it still is in the 20th century.
Yeah, very good. If it's to fight superstition, you can count on my assistance.
Oh.
It will be invaluable to me, for I need the viewpoint of a scientist on the vampire myth.
Do you realize this is the very subject of the research I was carrying out with Dr. Caligarl? We discovered a disease, the P syndrome, whose symptoms are quite similar to those attributed to the victims of vampires. So the legend is based on specific medical facts.
Mother, what is this? It's like a dollar, I think. Maybe it's worth grabbing a copy of the poop die. You know what I mean? Tell me about your collaboration with Martha Caligarl.
Dr. Caligarl contacted me when she was caring for a patient called Marescu. His granulocytes showed a very curious anomaly. She sent me a blood sample by carrier pigeon, and we worked on this case together. The result of our collaboration was the discovery of P syndrome. Afterwards, we had to specify the cause of the disease and perfect a serum. For that, I needed statistical data. I asked Dr. Caligarl to take a large number of samples from the population of Vladiviste. Unfortunately, the war interrupted our research.
Did you pick up again with Martha Caligarl after the end of the hostilities?
It wasn't possible for me to contact her immediately. When I was finally able to phone the dispensary, she was dead. It was Dr. Florescu who answered me.
It's interesting because he worked very closely with Martha Calogero, and she believed in like this whole path of the dragon and vampire, whatever the hell, like Dracula stuff. But he is also supporting I guess supporting the opinion of the church wanting to disapprove this kind of like that vampire the vampire's existence. He's a vampire. Father is the vampire covering up everything. He does look like a vampire, huh? He could change anytime into a Dracula. But no. Do you think Dr. Floresco has the competence needed to continue Martha Caligaro's work?
Of course. I've been insisting for some time now that she do so. As soon as she sends me the results I'm missing, I'll be able to find a serum that's effective against P syndrome.
But then if he believes in this P syndrome, then he kind of believes that there is a Dracula, right? Isn't this like the whole idea behind it? Because he and Martha came up with this P syndrome thing. It's interesting. According to you, vampires have no objective existence?
I just say that they're not supernatural creatures, but there certainly do exist mentally ill people who are bloodthirsty. Look at Countess Elizabeth Bathory, who in the 16th century bled to death hundreds of young girls before she was walled up alive in her Carpathian castle. In addition, as I mentioned, patients afflicted with the P syndrome suffer from very odd physical and psychological disorders that make them resemble the victims of vampires.
Okay. Interesting. So he believes that there is some form of like, I don't know, vampirism, I suppose. But not that they're like physically existing. I don't know. Interesting. Certain of Dr. Caligaro's patients behaved in a very strange way.
Oh, what did these patients do?
They went out alone in the night, as if they were answering a call. They ripped off the garlic necklaces the doctor had placed on them.
Somnambulism, allergy to garlic. Those signs are most likely associated with P syndrome, as are pallor, drawn features, anemia, and other symptoms we haven't yet discovered.
Have you read Dracula?
Unfortunately, yes. What an abominable novel.
You're too severe. That's not what Oscar Wilde thought.
I won't tell you what I think of Oscar Wilde, and I'll limit myself to the novel. It's a tissue of inconsistencies. Let's see. Stoker affirms that those who die as victims of a vampire should become one in turn. So at that rate, vampirism should spread like an epidemic. With a growth rate faster than Fibonacci's famous immortal sequence. In a first stage, all of mankind would be vampirized, and then, in a second, the vampires would also disappear, not having any victims left to feed on. So, Stoker's hypothesis is therefore perfectly absurd. No species can live without regulation.
As if you could become a vampire, would you do it? Would you become a vampire? That's my question. Kind of wanna know. It's like kind of like in the USA with zombies, like when meth users would eat faces. Honestly, probably. I think it would be a vibe. Unless there's another option. Like what? Oh, you mean like what vampires? For another creature? Oh, I see. Torn, the Dracula. Apparently you really didn't appreciate Stoker's work.
Stoker considers himself a historian and a scientist, but he's just an oddball. His novel is a collection of implausibilities. Take the character of Lucy. That woman, he keeps saying, is getting better until she just dies. a victim of Dracula, she's treated by transfusion. Blindly, of course, because at the time, we knew nothing of blood types. In those conditions, what are the chances the patient will accept the donor's blood?
About 1 out of 3, if my recollections are good. Nonetheless, in desperate cases, it's worth the trouble to try.
Certainly. But the good Professor Van Helsing, who is always described as a genius, repeated the operation with 4 different donors. The chances of survival for that poor Lucy then fell to less than 2%. It's probably the transfusions that killed her,
Right.
and not Dracula.
Mm.
Let's get back to Van Helsing, supposedly an expert on vampires. He teaches us that they can read minds and change into bats. However, he's not worried about finding one of the latter at the window of the room in which he's holding a meeting. And then he seems so surprised that Dracula knows his plans. Ha, the naivety of that character is irritating.
I think we will be phoning for the next 2 hours if this continues. I mean, look at this thing. If I was only offered vampire though, I would. Seems like fun. Being alone forever in a cozy coffin. Exactly. I think it would be fun, yeah. Or like, you know, I don't know if you've played like Vampire the Masquerade, whether like having abilities and all that. I mean, that would be cool. Probably not realistic, but imagine if you had like some form of abilities as well. That would be cool. But yeah, the idea of becoming a vampire would... I mean, why not? Why not? The only thing that I don't want is to only feed on blood. Look, food is very important to me. That's the only downside. I want to be able to eat like other stuff as well, you know what I mean? And not only blood. Why the freak not for real? Did you know? Did you know that the director Murnau is going to shoot a movie based on the Dracula novel?
Yeah, I know the work of Murnau. They call it expressionism.
Expressionism.
But for me, those morbid fantasies have much more to do with pathology.
Put the blood. Strange. Sometimes I have the feeling that noises and odors are...
That hypersensitivity might be due to fatigue or to nervous tension. Let's see. You don't have any allergies, do you?
No, not at all.
Good. Well, I don't think there's anything to worry about, but call me if you notice any allergic reactions.
Well, I still have another 100 questions. Professor Buxton spoke to me of ways of vampirism observed between the 14th and 18th centuries. How would you explain them?
Yeah, I noticed they coincided with epidemics of the plague. Masses of people died, they were buried quickly, and sometimes when they were still alive, they tore at themselves while trying to escape their coffins.
Imagine if you used like those actual phone booths where you put the coins. I would be broke after this conversation. Completely broke.
Cases of premature burial like that
The amount of questions.
Even today, a colleague told me of a pregnant woman who gave birth in her coffin. The poor lady died of suffocation with her child.
Funny you've mentioned food. I'm having the time of my life with some soup and American biscuits. What kind of soup, Chorn? And did you make it or did you like order it from somewhere? What have you got to say about those bodies that are found fresh and rosy-cheeked months after burial?
Decomposition is not a very systematic phenomenon. If the laws of nature permit 1 out of 100 bodies to deteriorate more slowly than others, it takes the time to
It's
open
canned
their
as fuck soup.
you always find one pseudo vampire. Anyway,
Yes.
the absence of decomposition with
Let's
vampires.
go.
The phenomenon has been observed with many holy figures. For
We
example,
love that spirit.
Francis Xavier and Teresa of Avila.
But what kind of soup?
Explore the archives of your congregation, and you'll find dozens of cases.
According to Professor Bloxov, suspect corpses are often bloated, others continuously sweet blood.
Decomposition produces gases that can give the cadaver a swollen aspect. The liquid that oozes from corpses is an odd phenomenon.
Oozes from
But
corpses.
did you know that
Yes.
the venerable Lebanese monk Charbel Maklouf has
Maklouf?
sweat liters of blood since his death? Does that mean this holy man is a vampire?
I don't know. You tell me. Chicken tortilla with white meat chicken. That's the whole title? Good God. What have you been eating, Jordan? Actually, 2 days ago, I made a minced meat roll with like eggs, like boiled eggs in it. And then with it I made a Greek salad with like a shit ton of olive oil and lemon. And what else did I make with it? Oh yeah, and also I made some bulgur, or like bulgur, however you want to call it, with like tomatoes in it. Basically you put like tomato paste and like tomato, sort of like a puree. It's very good. It's really, really good. I made like an entire thing, put it in the oven. Yeah, I mean, also the good thing is that you get to eat it also the next day, so I didn't have to cook. It tastes good, I swear. I just ate the whole thing. Have you heard of... Oh, right, the Path of the...
Pompous name. What does it refer to?
An initiatory journey having to do with vampirism. Professor Irina Boxoff takes it very seriously.
Himmel, esotericism, secret societies, initiatory journeys. What an old-fashioned hodgepodge. But even the greatest minds
Hodgepodge.
sometimes go astray.
God, I love those terms. I had canned soup because I had no other quick meals left to cook, so I just threw some soup in the microwave. Yeah, I understand. I guess if you don't have time or like the energy to cook, then you just do something real quick. Sometimes I do that as well, but also like nowadays I have very little time to cook something. The only time I cook, like really properly cook, is if people come over. Seriously, that's the only time. If I'm alone here, you know, or I'm like coming back from uni or whatever, I'll just do something real quick, or like throw something real quick in the oven. Like that's how that's how I eat. And it's not the best thing. Or I get something from outside, which is yet again not great, but it is what it is. Or if I have to like wait for the train, then I'll just grab something from like the train station and eat while waiting for the train. Professor Boxov spoke to me of the secrets to the society.
Esotericism, secret societies, initiatory journeys.
Worked 3 days in a row and got off late
But
twice.
even the greatest minds sometimes go astray.
Sounds really tiring. But, yeah. Hopefully you're doing well. Professor Irina Boxer revealed certain very odd prophecies to me. The last question, guys. The last question.
Great evil will come forth in Germany in some 15 years. There will be massacres and a new world war.
And what is the source of these prophecies?
The hidden apocalypse of Thomas the Greater.
Ah, yeah, the Kabbalistic version.
Do you know it?
Of course. I also amused myself when I was a student with associations of letters. By the virtue of the law of numbers, once in a while, you obviously have to find a combination that makes sense.
You think that all of this is just coincidence?
Yeah, and that book can be made to say just about anything. Wait a minute. I'll go get my copy. Good. Let's open it at random to page 3, for example, and look for significant words. You'll see that, with a little bit of luck, we're going to discover some wonders.
Oh my
Hey,
god.
look, it didn't take me long to find something. I see
Not
others,
again.
but I'll leave you the pleasure of the hunt.
No. No, not again. You son of a bitch. How are you supposed to find anything in this fucking thing? Like, seriously. What is, Imperium. Well, guys, it's gonna take me a while. Like, seriously, how are you supposed to know? Like, this is bullshit. This is all fucking bullshit. Maybe I found something. Maybe. Okay, I did find something.
Good fishing, huh? But that's as it should be. When you look for just any old thing, you'll find it easily. Now, let's look at the interpretation. Rising Sun, 1945. Fire from the sky. I've got a wealth of choices. For example, I can posit that 1945 will be the dawn of a new empire, and that its advent will be accompanied by lightning bolts zigzagging through the sky. Or, also, that in 1945, heaven's fire will fall upon the empire of the rising sun, or any old ingenious absurdity that I can dream up. All right, this game is amusing but sterile. Let's focus our attention on other matters.
Oh my god, there's more. You seem to me to be comfortable with the calculation of probability. Could you give me your opinion on some rather special gambling games?
If I can shed any light on them for you.
Here it is. In Vladiviste, I met a gypsy who played both cards and dice.
Can you describe the games to me?
I don't know.
Ah, this game is a probabilistic version of the classic rock, scissors, paper. It's clear that the white die has 4 chances out of 6 to beat the yellow one. We could even show that, in general, yellow beats black and black beats white. To improve your chances, let your gypsy choose first, then take the die that beats hers. Tell me, could I ask you a personal question? Listening to your voice, I have the feeling that you're a little tense.
Yes, I'm not sleeping well.
Nothing else? You can confide in me. I'm a doctor, you know.
Well, sometimes I
I'm
get
scared.
the feeling I'm being spied upon. I'm sure it's only an impression, but it's becoming an obsession.
Father Arno, you are sensitive and susceptible, like our late lamented Dr. Caligaro. These are qualities, but they make you vulnerable. Above all, don't let your imagination govern you.
That's good advice. Thank you. I'll try to follow it. Goodbye, Professor.
Goodbye, Father.
All right. The time has come to call Monsignor Briganti to tell him my investigation is nearing its end. I hope he's in his office.
Probably not. Guys, do we want to guess if he's in the office or not? I think he's not gonna be in office.
Number, please.
Look at it. Oh! Yes.
This is Cardinal Felicio Briganti.
This is Father Arno Moriani.
So, your stay in Budapest.
Instructive. But I must admit that Professor Boxoff's opinions are rather disturbing.
Oh, that's alarming. I do hope that you intend to conclude the way we expect.
Rest assured. I also spoke with Professor Kruger, who approached the problem in a very rational manner. I now have sufficient material to write my report. I'm starting tonight.
Oh, you're always so dynamic. But try to get some rest afterwards. If you like Vladoviste, stay there a while. Walk, read, pray, enjoy the calm and the silence. I'm going for a 2-week retreat to a little monastery in Abruzzo. We'll see each other when I get back to Rome.
Goodbye, Your Eminence.
Be well, Arno.
Well, how convenient. We're fighting a fucking
I worked late.
vampires.
I finished my report, then I went to bed. It was hot and humid.
Also, I need to save. Oh, God. The fuck? That didn't sound good. I think someone got shot.
Another night of agitation. It's the third time I've dreamt of Maria. I'm attracted to that woman, it's obvious. Lord, preserve me from temptation.
Maria is that woman from the dispensary, right? Okay, first of all, save. New. Can we like calm down with the music? Jorn. Oh Lord. Nah man, it's you wrote it. You wrote it. There is no turning back.
This medallion. I saw it in a dream.
Latin inscription rendered onto Charon, that which is Charon. Charon is the ferryman who takes the souls of the dead across the river Acheron. The ancients placed the coin in the mouth of the dead so they could pay the price of their passage. Sounds some kind of like what's it called? That movie with the pirates. Pirates of the Caribbean. With like the coins and everything. Okay, can we like calm down with the music? Please. Pirates of the Caribbean, not Caribic. Yes, that one. That one. Good God. Of the Caribic. Oh, Lord. You're so Caribic. Look. Don't try and pretend like you know everything. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but go out for a walk. Okay. You're so Caribic. Knock knock. Oh.
Father, I gotta talk to you.
What is it, Ozana?
Uh-huh.
Well, Mr. Luca asked me to wake him up early. He wanted to leave for Turkey. For Turkey! Imagine that. So, I knocked on his door this morning several times, but he didn't answer. He locked the bolt. I don't know what to do.
That is disturbing. He might be sick. Do you want me to force the door?
Hold on before you break an expensive door. Maybe he's sick, but maybe he's just a heavy sleeper. He likes prune brandy, and he can down a good deal of it.
Still, we have to make sure he's all right.
Father, if you can get into Mr. Luca's room without breaking the door, that would fix everything.
What are the chances that he's probably dead? Just lying on the floor, dead?
Father, if you can get into...
Oh.
It's the wax I use to polish the tables. I hardly have any left, but if you need some, take it.
99%? Yeah. I guess so. Can I take anything else? No.
That's the out.
Okay.
Mr. Luca, is everything all right?
Hello.
Stefan! Stefan, wake up!
Knock knock.
Stefan! Stefan, wake up!
Is that blood?
This is a particularly heavy piece of furniture.
Come
No way to
on,
just
use
slide
your muscles. Use your muscles. I bet I can push that. I bet I can push that thing.
This is a particularly heavy piece of furniture.
I swear I
No
can
way to
do
just
it.
slide it.
With just my small finger, I can push that cupboard. Oh hell yeah. Big brain. Okay guys, the moment of truth. The music, look Dracula 3, you need to calm down with this music. Seriously. It is, you're crazy. And now it's over. No, it's not over. Let's save. Okay. Life resumes in Vladoviste as the echo of cannon still resounds in our mountains. The people of Vladoviste look towards the future with hope and confidence. Reconstruction work has begun under the dynamic leadership of the new national administration. The power plant of the two rivers is already in service. As for the dispensary, which remained open during the entire period of conflict, it will soon be renovated.
Good
Oh
God.
God! Good
Dead.
God.
Shot at point blank range.
I think he's dead.
Stefan's medal. And to think he thought this would protect him.
Well, rip. Ripperoozy. Ripperoni. Ripper... Rolo. Ripper... Rip. Anyway. Better to die on the battlefields of honor without complaint, for the honor of our colors, than be again slaves in our own country. Saint Dimitri of Visitor, protector of Romania. Yeah, honestly, I'm waiting for him to get up and be like, surprise, motherfucker. You know? I don't know. It's a bit scary, to be fair. Also, that... I don't want to turn. God, I'm scared to turn.
Bible in Greek.
In Greek?
Bible in Greek.
Well, let's read it. Also, does our Bible want to tell us something? Yep. We need the PDF document of the Bible in Greek. What the hell, game? Why can you not let me read that? You know the ancient rule, you should not commit oh, we've had that already. Good. You should not offer any of your offspring to Molech, for such sacrifices profane the name of God. Uh-huh. Is that all? Okay, well, that's it. Imagine if I came here and he was just not there anymore. You know, things like that can happen. Oh, what the hell?
Traces of mud. The killer entered through the window.
Very suspicious. Good God, it's just creepy the way he's lying there. Anything else? Oh.
I smell a pharmacy kind of odor.
Oh?
I smell a pharmacy kind of odor.
Wait. Wait. It's a different picture. It's a different picture. That was not standing there. Now it's a solitary oak tree. I swear there was a different picture there.
A new painting's been placed over the old one.
Exactly. Oh, what? Yeah, this is the picture that was standing before. His body's in a weird place. Honestly, yeah. I don't know. It's just... It creeps... It's kind of creeping me out, to be fair.
I smell a pharmacy kind of odor.
Yeah. God, I probably shouldn't be looking up, to be fair. Okay, let's see. Objectives. Warn the police immediately of... Yeah, I need to warn the police. Exactly. Anything else? No. Are his eyes open or not? That's my question.
Bible in Greek.
Fully clothed, face up, and head towards the window. It's like someone was standing in the corner and shot him from there. Could be. Or someone actually
It's not
entered
polite to burst in on people this way.
through the window. And then how did he get him to lie in that way? It's so weird. I don't know. I have no idea. Okay, let's warn the police. I bet, guys, what is the chance that when the police arrives, that the body is not there? Seriously. Or am I supposed to talk to her first? Wait.
I have to alert the police immediately.
Okay. Okay, gotta do that.
Number, please.
Wait, I kinda... Look, I want to...
I have to alert the police immediately.
Okay, he doesn't let me go back. Fine, that's good. Kinda wanted to go back and see if maybe I forgot something, maybe I missed...
Number, please.
Not him. I guess the inspector?
This is Inspector Bruchar.
Hello, this is Father Arno Moriani. The journalist Stefan Luca was murdered in his room at the inn in Vladiviste.
Murdered? Are you sure of that?
Shot to death, beyond the shadow of a doubt.
That's regrettable, because I can't send anyone over. There's turmoil in Albayula.
But you really can't come?
Impossible. The situation here is very serious. We fear riots, and I need all my men.
Then what must I do?
Let's see. Can you contact a doctor?
Yes, Dr. Maria Florescu.
Let her examine the corpse and send us a report. We'll open an investigation as soon as possible.
Goodbye, Inspector. Maria examined the body. She estimated the death at between midnight and 3 in the morning. Clearly, Stefan Luca was chloroformed in his bed, then dragged to the floor and shot dead at point-blank range.
Whoa.
I now have to admit some dark force is at work. After Martha, Stefan was killed to prevent him from following the path of the dragon. If I had taken him seriously, if I had helped him, he might still be alive. My God, can I go back to Rome as if nothing had happened? Can I leave the murderer free to kill again? I have made my decision. Since the police aren't doing their duty, it's up to me to pursue the job Martha and Stefan undertook. So I'll follow the path, wherever it might lead, and with the Lord's help, I'll confront whatever awaits me at the end.
Oh, he
I'll have
covered
to ask
this.
Ozana why she covered all the inn's mirrors.
Huh. She covered the mirrors. Okay, I do want to get back in there though. Whoa, the crucifix is again the wrong way. Good God. Good heavens. Every time though. Oh, hey, Jesus. Long time no see. How are you? Is there anything else that I've missed? Hmm. Good. How does this game compare to the others? Well, it's visually a lot. Yeah, it's a lot more like, it's better, I guess. And this time you have like this kind of like free, like looking like mechanic. At the other ones, you had to actually click, like it was a real point and click. I mean, this one is also point and click, but the fact that you can just like move around freely is something that the other two games didn't have. Yeah. So now we are solving a murder case. Someone was literally lying here dead, and we assume that, I guess, he was shot, or like actually someone used something to kill him or whatever. This crucifix is always the other way around, always upside down. So suspicious. Oh yeah, you haven't seen the best part, Jesus. We have the so-called PDF of the Bible. With a whole 3,353 pages. Oh, the Bible wants to tell us something. For certain persons have crept unnoticed among you who were long beforehand marked out for condemnation, ungodly persons who turn the grace of our God into... Okay. Follow the path of the dragon until the end and destroy the evil that I will find there. Jesus. Okay, game. Good God. Yeah, that's not...
Bible in Greek.
Okay. Spoilers, it's Dracula? Yeah. I think it's Dracula. I also think so. Oh. Wait, was this here? This is kind of new, right? This was not here. Oh, this is suspicious. Chloroform to drag his body to the ground and shot him point blank in the forehead is what I heard. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yeah, she did cover all of the mirrors. Huh.
What a calamity, Father. That journalist who's just been killed in my inn. And he didn't even have any family. I think I'll throw out the trunk he left in the attic before it brings bad luck.
He put his trunk in the attic?
Yeah. He just said he had some stuff he preferred not keeping in his room.
Before you get rid of it, would you allow me to have a look at it?
Of course I would. The hook to open the trapdoor's behind you. You could take it.
Another thing, did Stefan Luca tell you to what region of Turkey he intended to go?
Mr. Luca told me the name of the city, but I forgot. Something like yogurt.
Try to remember, please. It's important.
Oh, it's so stupid. I just can't come up with the name. Maybe Mr. Peckmester knows. He's in the parlor. You ought to ask him. She's back. The swindler.
We
With
need
her
to win the
cards and
game with
dice.
her.
She's cheated many a man. What a scandal.
Because now we know the trick on how to win the dice game. Oh, I'm curious to know what will happen when we actually win the dice. Because we're gonna be like the first ones who do that, right? Is she gonna turn into Dracula and kill us? Why are all the mirrors in the... Yeah.
It's the custom. We always do that when someone's died in the house.
Oh, okay. That's pretty much it.
That's the outbox for the mail.
Okay, let's go and find the... Also, I'm gonna save. Save. There we go. Will I do a new save? Yeah, let me do a new save. Right. What the hell is he? Oh, is he? Oh, he's back.
Our friend Stefan Luca has met a sad fate. Do you have any ideas about this murder?
Perhaps something political. Stefan had very firm opinions. It doesn't take more than that to become the target of some extremist group.
What, a dead body? Me when playing Dracula. Stefan Luca wanted to go to Turkey. Do you know
No,
where?
he merely said that he wanted to follow the path of the
Right.
dragon, and that passed through Turkey.
When did you speak with him?
On the eve of his death, we'd been drinking together in the parlor. He was very upset. His remarks were not very coherent, but I listened without contradicting him.
You didn't hear anything on the night of the murder.
The noise of the storm, nothing else.
Is it true that Vlad Tepes was held captive in
To be
Turkey?
sure. Most chronicles report that he was a hostage in Turkey and escaped.
Where exactly was he a prisoner?
To my knowledge, none of the sources mention that.
I intend to set out upon the path of the dragon.
That's ridiculous, not you. Don't tell me you believe in Stefan's mad theories.
Well, he's been killed, hasn't he?
We shouldn't
gives a
say
great
that,
deal
because
of weight
otherwise
to his
we'll end
words
up
all
the
the
same
time.
way like the other guy. He also wanted to do that, and guess what? He's dead.
Our friend Stefan Luca has met a...
Perhaps.
Yeah. Why can we not just take the next train back home and, you know?
This trap door must lead to the attic. This trap door must lead to the attic.
All right.
This trap door must...
I know. Do we have anything in our inventory? Maybe there is something downstairs. Oh, there we go. I guess that's gonna open it. Do we even want to go up there? That's the question.
Here's our journalist's trunk.
It's dark. It's fucking dark. And there's a creepy doll right here. Fire. Okay. The barber shop. I've counted 7 trials, 7 objects, 7 pillars. Is something missing? You were lucky to find this engraving. It is in fact linked to the path. In answer to your questions, I can give you a few details. The scene represents a barber shop, probably in an Italian city, judging by the ancient ruins. Barbers have long played the role of surgeons. It was not uncommon for them to let blood for their customers. The collected blood was given to the pigs who were roaming freely in the streets. As to the hidden meaning of this image, I believe you have understood it. Please safeguard this document. It can guide us toward our goal. Herman van Bergen. What in the fuck is this?
The needle is missing.
Well, how convenient, huh? Oh, hey, Bike. At work at the moment, how's the game? It's going pretty well, to be fair. It's really interesting. We're solving a murder case, I guess. And we're also trying to hunt down, Dracula. I guess you could say that.
The needle is missing.
Okay, but where the fuck do we find the needle? Do we have a needle here? Inventory. Can we use this, maybe? I don't know. No? I think I had too much, not gonna lie.
It'd be better to disassemble everything and store it before closing the box.
No, I need to find the fucking needle. Is what I need to do. What time is it actually? It's 1 o'clock.
It's stuck. It's stuck. When the chain is removed, Stefan's metal fits perfectly into the hollowed out part.
New object, small chain.
It's stuck.
Oh, good God. Forever faithful to the motherland. Oh my God. Guys, this is a horror. What the hell is this? Oh, you know what it is? Wait. It kind of reminds me of something. Um, this here, right? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, crap. Good God, guys, help. This needs to be blue, I suppose. It needs to be yellow. And there we have it.
I am already acquainted with these documents. Lucas showed them to me in the inn's parlor.
Wow. Okay. Vial with holy water. Host. Dear Stefan, I know you disapprove of my trip to Turkey, but please believe me, my health is still strong and the walks in the mountains do not scare me. Tomorrow I will go on the back of a mule to visit the caves that open on the side of the Fox Peak. Vlad the Impaler was a prisoner there in his youth, and I have good reasons to believe that this is where it all began. If I find some clue to the circumstances of his invasion, I think I will be able to advance on the path. Please rest assured that I will not go alone. I was fortunate to meet a French railroad engineer who compiles topographic reports of this lost land. We found out that we share a common passion, photography. He immediately offered to take me to the Fox Peak. By chance he knows well this site, which he has visited numerous times. I include in this letter one of his photos. It will give you an idea of the strange beauty of the landscapes of the region. With all my friendship, Martha. Huh.
Where exactly is the Fox Peak
Good
mentioned
question,
in the
huh?
letter? The envelope is missing and the stamp with it.
Hmm. Right. Why is this creepy doll just standing here, like lying here? I don't like that. Ariel Vulpesco, Zana's son, father dead, intelligent but spoiled with turbulence. His mother forgives him everything. Mother concerned the child is not well. The P anomaly detected, a test done a few months earlier, did not show anything. I choose not to fight. I send the child to the seaside far from here. Good news, the child has recovered, no relapse, he must stay there. I'm happy but still worried. Who will be the next victim? I will not be able to send them all away. I must tackle the root of evil. Oh, I see. But yeah, we've read this already. And then he also has like a copy of this. Hmm. This we've read all of this though. Right? That's the oh shit. And there's also a sign right here. Huh. Upon my return, I will hand to you the file that I have put together on the path of the dragon. If something should happen to me, you will find it in my case. To find the key, carefully observe the order of the paintings on the wall. Oh, Lord. Okay. Okay. So, I guess... we cannot use this because we need a needle. And we don't have that. Yeah. Is there anything... Discover where in Turkey the Fox Peak, which Martha visited, is located. It is most probably a stage on the path of the dragon. Right. Nice. It tells me absolutely nothing. Bible? No. Right. Does he have anything to say?
Our friend Stefan Luca has met a sad fate.
Okay.
Perhaps some.
Okay. It's the same shit.
Mr. Luca told me the name of the city, but I forgot. Something like yogurt.
That's the...
Okay, let me save. Oh my god. Good god. Well, who the hell are you now?
Hey, Yonel.
Oh, it's the...
I saw you throw your discs. You're quite good.
Yes, I'm very good. But since Ariel left, I have no one left to play with.
Oh, can two play that?
Of course. There are different rules, but what I prefer is playing against the wall.
Explain it to me.
Each player throws his disc. The one who arrives the closest to the wall without touching it wins the point. The first one to get 2 points wins the game.
And if you hit the wall?
That's bad luck. You lose the point immediately, even if the other guy hasn't played yet.
Oh, then the one who plays second has an advantage.
For sure. That's why we draw lots the first time. Then it's always the winner of the previous point who starts. Of course. We played together before the war. Sometimes we'd go to the chapel with our friends. We weren't allowed, but we went there anyway. And then Celdric got sick. He went to the dispensary, to Martha. And then he died. He's my friend. He's great at the disc game. He got sick, but he's not dead. Martha sent him to the coast to cure. Lucky guy. She won at dice against my uncle. I could have beaten her for sure, but she didn't want to play with me.
Oh god. Now I wonder why. I went to visit the ruins of the Castle of
Now
Twilight.
the bridge is broken and you can't get in anymore. Except through the underground passages.
Oh.
But I don't know where they are. And you really have to be careful about ghosts.
Ghosts?
Yes. You can hear them crying at night. Ariel even saw them. Naked men carrying rocks to build a wall. Women and children too, stuck on stakes. I know one. He's very tall and walks in silence. I saw him through the fog, near the tomb of the wild rose and at the crossroads of the broken oak. But it's funny you should ask me that question. Usually grown-ups don't like to talk about those things.
Why do you think that's so?
I think the grown-ups are scared.
And you're not scared?
No. Martha protects me. You're the one who doesn't look good, Father. You're so pale.
I guess we have to
You
play
want
the
to?
game with him.
Great. But usually grown-ups aren't
Okay, can you
interested in
shut up?
discs.
They should be. It's a fine game. Shall we draw lots to see who starts?
No. Since I know the game so well, it's best for me to start. That'll give you a little advantage. Hey, not bad.
Okay. Click on the disc and keep the left button of the mouse pressed. Let go of the button to release the disc. The length of the throw depends on when you let go of the... Okay. Good god, that was terrible.
Looks like the discs are the same distance from the wall. Let's play the point over. Oh, yes!
Shut up.
I won.
No, you
That's normal.
shit.
I've got a lot of practice.
Well, that was great.
Oh, yes. Wow. Looks like the discs are the same distance from the wall. Let's play the point over. Oh, yes.
Oh, God.
You
I hate
lost
this
again.
game already.
But don't worry. I'm sure that with a little practice, you're gonna win.
Shut up. Shut up.
Too long. You lose. Wow. Hey, not bad.
Right here.
You lost again. But don't worry. I'm sure that with a little practice, you're gonna win. In any case, it's fantastic to play with someone who handles himself so well. Now, I'd like to show you my treasures. Look in my bag.
Yeah, I think we need to play again.
Each player
No,
throws-
no,
And if you hit the wall,
That's
Shut up, shut up, shut up,
sure.
shut up.
Too long.
Oh, it's
You lose.
fucking hell.
Hey, not bad. Wow. Looks like the discs are the same distance from the wall. Let's play the point over. Looks like the discs are the same distance from the wall. Let's play the point over. Too long.
Oh, you
You lose.
fucker.
I won. Oh, yes.
Shut up.
No.
Get wrecked.
Wow. Well done, Father.
Fuck you. Sorry.
That comes from a necklace. The thread broke, but I kept the beads.
I see you like music.
I found that in the attic of a demolished house.
Oh, the needle.
A silver needle. Take it. I'll give it to you.
I took it. What do you mean?
That's my slingshot. It means a lot to me.
Yes, I understand.
I don't want to give it away, but I will trade for it.
In exchange for what?
I don't know. Some really precious treasure.
Uh,
That's my slingshot. It means a lot to me.
Yes,
I don't...
in exchange.
I don't... I picked up these bright pebbles near a waterfall.
okay. That's all. I won, you lost. That's all that matters.
Mr. Luca told me the name of the city, but I forgot.
Okay. You don't have anything to say. Means we can use this object. There we go. There we go. There we go.
The needle is missing.
Yeah. And then inventory. Is that all? Okay. I guess that's all. What's going on in the game? I just got back after dealing with the too much food problem. Good God, Jorn. Seriously. Well, we won a game with a child. It was like a disc game. Definitely first try. We got the needle. And we placed it in this, good God. We placed it in here. Because we needed a needle. And now I need to... I don't know. Actually, I don't know what I need to do. Definitely first try. Why you said it like that? Because it's the truth. I totally believe you. Thank you, Chorn.
Come in! It's open!
Honey, I'm home.
I'm happy to see you. I was thinking of that unfortunate Stefan Luca. What happened to him is horrible.
You're right. And since the police aren't doing anything, I've decided to conduct my own investigation.
You can count on me to help.
Thank you. To discover the truth, I will have to ask you questions that might be indiscreet sometimes.
Oh my god. I know that Martha went to Fox Peak in Turkey. It's like... I'd like to know exactly where that mountain is located.
In Turkey? Of course, there's that map in the bureau drawer. Wait a minute.
Hmm.
Look at this train ticket. I found it slipped within a map of Turkey.
Tap the ground and follow the blue light in order to trace the symbol of the ancients. Do I need to remember this number? I hope not. I seriously hope not.
Look at the map now. The city of Urguyurt that is mentioned on the ticket is in northern Turkey.
Map of Turkish prison. The pillars of the world.
Maria, you did me a big favor. Now I know where I have to go. Following Martha's tracks, I took the train for Bucharest, then Constantinople. The last leg brought me to Urguyurt, the closest station to Dracula's ancient prison.
Oh, that's why the lady at the inn was calling it yogurt. Okay.
My guide left me at the foot of the cliff onto which the cell caves open. That sinister site has been abandoned for centuries. Earthquakes have destroyed the stairways going up to the cells. Since it's impossible to reach them from below, I've decided to try from above. A winding path led me up to the edge of the cliff. At the foot of an oak, I lit a fire to warm me up. Now I shall try to go down to the cells that open onto the side of the cliff.
Good God, we're literally in the middle of fucking nowhere. And there are like 2 paths. Okay, well, that's a good time to save and raid. And get the hell out of here. Right. Cool. I'm kind of enjoying this game a lot more than like the first 2. To be fair. Let's see. Let's see who we can raid. Probably no one is streaming, as usual. No one is streaming at this time. And I guess no one is playing Dracula. Only crazy people like me do that. Right? Yeah. I knew it. I fucking knew it. You gotta suffer more? Nah. I think I suffered enough today. I'll suffer the next time. Right. Let's see who we can. Well, I kind of don't have anyone. I think. Okay, I can rate him. What is he? Oh, what is she playing? Mass Effect. That's kind of cool. Play. Yeah. Yeah, let's rate them. Why not? Right. Let me send the rate. And yeah, I'll continue playing this whenever I have time, I suppose. Either tomorrow or the next time, whatever. And yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. Really appreciate it. It's always fun. And I'll have to also figure out what else to play, because I'm kind of running out of ideas. And I don't want to play Half-Life, and I don't want to play more Dracula, even though I am enjoying this. And I'm enjoying this a lot more than the first two. But I do want to play some other games in between, and then maybe we'll play the fourth and fifth one sometime in the future. Whatever that means. Yeah, cool. Have a nice day, guys. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.